Yes, people will not have children, can have children. I got my animal, with any kind of problems, with any kind of ages, and I make product too. For any kind of problem, I forgot syrup on crystal shinao. I have syrup for cleansing, for slimming, lost weight. And I have aronia drops, via person for any kind of problems. Everything is from the plants, vegetable and fruits. Nothing is chemical. Yes.
Excuse me. Did you all get that? Did you all get that? If you have any questions, just stop because of her accent. And I just want to make everybody be sure that it's clear for you to understand. So just slow it down because the accent is heavy and I just don't want y'all to miss anything. Okay?
I'm trying to speak English.
No, your English is good. No, you're good. But no, you're great. You're great.
I'm trying, I'm slowly talking.
And you're talking slow.
If I talk too fast,
Then they won't get it. But I just want to make sure everybody understands. That's all.
Pick it up.
That's all. Go ahead.
I'm not sure.
If somebody won't ask me something or I'm here to answer.
Okay. So I'll give you a little bit more of how we came upon Gordana. This is Chris. Chris had played last September. He played basketball. He was in the middle of a basketball game, and his Achilles popped. And we were in a crossroads because we already feel some type of way about the hospitals, and we know like we really don't want to do surgeries as much as possible. So honestly, we prayed about it at first because I was like, I don't know what else to turn to at this point. He prayed about it and he found it on the internet. So we was like, okay, let's try it out. What's the best alternative? She does so we said the holistic approach, and we called her. She said she was very direct. She said, can we are you able to help him with this? She said yes, come, and hung up. So we was like, all right, okay, let's just try this. We got there and he asked her a question. He said, can you help me with this problem? And she said yes. You don't need a boot. We already went to the foot doctor, and they said that he needed that his Achilles was completely torn, but he was still able to wiggle his toes. So if it was completely torn, why would we need surgery? So she said we didn't. You know what? Get your water, please. She's just doing a lot. Yes. Overstimulates quickly. But yeah, she's working with me with that too because I'm really not good with patience. So she tells me I have to be patient. She works on my problems before I even recognize them myself. Yeah, so she did a healing. She did a healing on Chris' leg. When she did a healing at first, it was like I could tell you the experience that I went through when I was watching it. She put her hands on top of him and she started coughing. So I was like we looking like what's happening, but I would say after we left, she's very approachable. Any question you ask, she'll answer. Anything that comes to mind. You can't be closed-minded when you're thinking of your health, pretty much. She had Chris walking in 4 days. So it was amazing to me. She said, take the boot off. And we was like, you sure? Take the boot off? She said, if you keep the boot on, it will tear it completely. So I was, I'm amazed. But then I'm now also we have our discernment as well. Because she is not from here. So it's like, what are we entering at this point? We watch a lot of movies. We watch, a lot of things that make us question what's happening. So I would say the best thing I did was I prayed to God. I said, please, help me. If I want to be better. I want to be better. That's the first thing. And because she told me I had problems too. I was overweight. I had a heavy double chin. I also, suffered from anxiety. Same thing I'm still going through now. I'm fighting myself with social, being more interactive with the social. She gives me courage, and she also told me if I ever have a question, ask God, and He'll tell me in my dreams. And I could just say that ever since I've been here, she's guided me. I've improved with being a mother. He's improved. He's playing basketball again, other sports. And I've also brought her to my family. My grandfather had a stroke. It was probably like 4 months ago. And that was like very scary for me because I lost my grandfather 4 years ago. So after his stroke, he was breathing very heavy, like super heavy. And I don't know, they put a monitor in his heart too while he was in the hospital. So that was making him breathing even heavier. So I told him about Guardana a long time ago. And like I said, some people are very skeptical. I do not force people. If you want to do this, you will do this. If you want to be better, you will be better. I did it to my mom, and I'm gonna be completely honest. My mom, she loves Guardana, but is she a full believer? I can't. That's not my journey to tell. That's her journey that she has to go through. But my grandfather couldn't even eat pretty much. He was losing breath, and he just looked like, I'm tired of this. So I just looked at him like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And he said, all right, I'll go. I'm gonna go. And I would like you, can you show them the video of Grandpa running? He did Guardana sessions.
You got it, Guardana?
I don't think I have. I miss too many video pictures.
The first couple days, he started breathing. He was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna keep going. And she's been telling me to walk straight. Stop overthinking. Our problem is we overthink, so that was probably another reason of why his heart was, when your heart is beating too fast, you're trying to think like, oh my gosh, I can't think about nothing else but my heart beating too fast. She told him to stop thinking, relax, and now I'm gonna show you this video.
I don't know if everybody's gonna be able to see, but
Now this last.
you put it on the
She
TV.
has it right there.
Can you screen it on the TV?
Can you bring it back up?
That is last. I think it was better.
Can you screen it on the TV?
I don't.
Probably most likely you can mirror it. He has an iPhone.
First,
Wow.
What's up, man? How you feeling today?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir. Look at him, man.
Can you see it, Squeak?
Look at him.
I can see.
2 weeks ago,
Can you see it?
couldn't breathe. Couldn't even run. Now look at him. The Divine Global Healing, y'all.
It's just showing it.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Replay it back.
You want to see it again? Okay. So yeah, and now my grandfather is walking up the steps without no problem because he's now living with us. So I thought the trouble was because he has to go up the steps. I would thought that was gonna be a lot with his breathing, but with Guardana, he's running up the steps now. It's like oh wow, like I'm more than amazed at her gift. Not a lot of us get. I look at it as a blessing kind of because it's like not a lot of people get to meet genuine people that can help you. So when I was so happy, I was telling Crystal about it when I was getting my hair done, and I was like, this woman has blessed my life, Crystal. I want you to come. And she was like, it sounds great, And then I kept telling her about it every time I came, every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks I was coming, I was telling her another story about what happened. And she was like, all right, she was like, I'm gonna come. But it was more so she was so busy with her schedule and everything. So I brought her down to her. That's how I knew that I was like, I want people to meet her. That aren't skeptical, that aren't, guarded. So when I brought her down to her, she looked at Crystal and was like, you know, you're not happy. And Chris was like, I'm happy.
She had told me that over the phone first.
Yo soy ang telephone.
Yeah, that was over the phone first.
And then when she came in person, she was like, you still think you happy? And I didn't even think she remembered me, but after that, it still was a couple months before I went to see her. Once I went to see her,
Yes.
I've been with her ever since.
Like, that's how she makes everybody feel at home. She talks to you privately about everything that you're going through. And she will tell you things that only you know. And that's the thing. Like Crystal, she told you something that I never even knew about Crystal. What was
Yeah,
that?
she told me, I was hearing whistling in my right ear. And Regina was like, "Is something going on with your right ear?" I never told nobody I had whistling in my right ear. And she told me I was hearing something in my right ear, and so I confirmed with her I was, and she told me what the problem was, but nobody had knew. She literally looked at me and said, "What's going on with your right ear?"
Yeah, with my daughter wasn't getting any sleep at all. When we first started, we was just going for us. But Mia was waking up in the middle of the night screaming, like out of terrors, and it was like freaking us out too. But I'm like, what's happening? She told me she looked at me, she told me to bring Mia. She did a healing on her and just started having a vision. And she said, you have something pink in your house with a hole in it, a dress. And I was like, I don't really have pink dresses. I know I'm a pink person, so I would be able to identify it. But I remembered that I put their canopy up, and I was thinking on the way home, like, what could be pink? So I'm like, the canopy was pink and it had a hole in it. And she was like, whoever gave you this does not like you, and basically was carrying this bad energy to the point that she's waking up in terrors. So I was like, she said, take it down, put it in a bag, and bring it to her to bless it, and then get rid of it. The moment I took it out of the house, she slept the whole night. I was confirmed, like, this is it. I'm over it. Like, I'm here, okay? If you want to be a believer, if that's what you need to do, if you need to see something, you just, that's why I said I need to ask what's happening, ask God what's happening, please guide me. That's all. Because at the end of the day, people will be like, okay, she's not, who she says she is. We all think of, if we think about the Bible, we think about false prophets and everything, and how people always portray to be good, but they're not really good. But this is a genuine woman, and I stand behind her.
Yeah, me too.
1,000. Oh, and then Miss Diane came. I
Me
forgot
three.
about Miss Diane. Miss Diane started coming, and
Because of Crystal.
yes,
Crystal told me because I was looking for another holistic doctor. I had a holistic doctor that was out in Atlanta, and then things changed because she was so far away. So Crystal said, Mom, you're looking for another doctor? I think I have one for you. So I said, all right, well, give me a number and a name and everything. And I didn't do it right away. I didn't call right away, right? I didn't call right away. But then when I did, she said, well, yeah, come on and come. So when I went, this was in, I guess, I have it written in my plan. I think it was like in the middle of August, the end of August is when I finally went to her. And then she started telling me all about my kidneys, all about my liver. I already knew that I had issues with the kidney and liver prior to because of my other doctor, but I never told her that. And she said, yeah, and you have a little, why are you so anxious and anxiety? I said, well, maybe because the first time I'm meeting you, and I just feel a little anxious because I had to get here. But I was like that. I'm hyped anyway. And then we started talking about. She started talking to me about my lungs, and I'm like, my lungs, and I said, well, because I'm on a CPAP machine for sleep apnea. I said, well, I have that, and I've been on this machine for a long, long time. She says, no, you don't need that machine. And I said, what? She said, no, you don't need that machine. You need to stop with the machine because it has caused you to have a lot of problems with your lungs, which I did not know, but it also allowed me to realize that it had a lot to do with my allergies too. So I'm inhaling, the air, but it was all up in the sinuses, and I had all these allergy problems, and I was always stuffed up. I was always sneezing. And I was like, something is going on. So everything is all connected. Okay? So I said, all right, I'm going to go home and I'm not going to use the CPAP machine. I didn't use my CPAP machine. And I'm thinking I'm going to stop breathing in the middle of the night. I'm thinking I'm going to have an issue. had no issues. I was telling her about the supplements. No, stop the supplements. And I was taking several, I'm thinking that my supplements was helping me. She said, no, you don't need the supplements. That stuff is no good for you. I'm like, okay. Now, my holistic doctor from before, when I was on my supplements, I did a scan with her. She said my body wasn't even taking in the supplements. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, and I'm taking your product, and you telling me my body is not absorbing your own product too? So we got a problem with this. I got a problem with this because your supplement that I'm taking that you created is my body is not absorbing. So there's a problem with this. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, Diane, I think you need to do some diatomaceous earth, some DE. Take that every day. We'll cleanse the colon. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, we'll try that. That's when I met her. Then she tells me, you don't need the supplements. You don't need the machine. You don't need any of that stuff. You need to just have divine energy healing. And I'm like, divine energy healing? What's she talking about? But I'm going to go with this. That's what I said. I'm just being honest.
Yes,
I'm like,
right.
What is she talking about? But I'm going with the flow. And I did it. And as I kept doing it, at first it was here and there. You're supposed to do it at least 2 weeks straight, but I would do it here, then I would call her, then I would come again in 2 days, whatever. So I was doing it like that sporadically. However, I wasn't using, I stopped all the supplements. I stopped the CPAP machine. I don't have no issues with my sinuses. We just talked about it today.
Yes.
I'm not stuffy. I haven't been stuffy. I haven't been sneezing. Nothing. Okay, so that was that. The supplements, no longer. I haven't taken not one thing, but I do take her detox syrup. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes when you don't drink a lot of water and your urine can be like, discolored, real yellow. If I don't drink 64 ounces, it doesn't matter because she already told me my kidneys are fine and my liver is fine. Right? So I said today, I said, I noticed that taking the detox syrup, if I don't drink 64 ounces, because I was drinking 72, I was drinking 106 ounces, I was drinking all this water, but that's not always necessarily good either, because it drowns your cells. So you really shouldn't be drinking that much. She said, drink 2 liters. I said, 2 liters? She said, just drink 2 liters of parsley and cranberry to flush the kidney, along with the detox. But you do it 2 weeks and then you stop. Okay, but even with all of that, I noticed that if I don't drink 64 ounces of water, I'm thinking that my urine is going to be like discolored. It's not. It is just as clear and clean. And I'm like, these kidneys are functioning exactly the way they're supposed to be functioning. And I'm looking at all of that. I was supposed to get a blood test for my thyroid. The thyroid, she said, oh, your thyroid is good. Well, I have energy all over the place. I'm working out. I teach the swimming. I'm high energy. I have a lot of energy. But I'm talking about the thyroid. The thyroid years ago, about 5 years ago, when you do the TPO test, it told me that the TPO was like 274 and it wasn't supposed to be past 34. So the thyroid was out of control. Everything was out of control. I couldn't lose the weight. I was still working out. So now here, fast forward, I'm doing the weight loss. I'm losing the inches. I'm detoxing. Everything is flowing. And the energy is amazing. And I'm saying, well, I just said to her the other day, you think I should do the blood test? Well, it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do it. It's up to you because sometimes the blood tests are not always calculated right. So they can tell you one thing, you thinking you're going by what they're telling you is the right thing, but it may not be the right thing. So you really got to pray, and you have to have discernment, and you have to be connected in order for you to really have the process to really work for you. Okay, so I'm a full believer, and I think that the body is just doing its thing, okay, and it's natural. And I even take, I use her face cream, all natural. The body cream, all natural, from her plants, from her garden, that you can go and see. I mean, it's over, what, 200 something plants?
Over 250 plants is in that she plants per year.
That you have to see for your, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. And when I went in here one day, we got these pots on her stove. She's really making this stuff, like from scratch.
From scratch.
And then she does whatever she does to take it, to move it to the next level, to give it to the people and ship it out. And Dorian is constantly getting, envelopes and this and that. He has to go and take care of the shipping, and it's really a process, but it's all natural. That's what I love about it. I'm all about the natural. And I really believe my body is doing this thing. I really do. And then I told Henry about it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he brought his sister. Okay. And his sister's going to be coming back too, because she needs to. And he even said, all right, I'll go. But he didn't go. And then eventually he said, you know what? I'm going to go. I said, yeah, but you got to do it consistently. And he's been very consistent. He can tell you his own journey, because it's been very interesting.
Very much so.
So it's all natural. And the healing, the laying of the hand, that's what I want to tell you. When she touches you, her hands get hot. Like it really gets hot.
I do.
Like, and she be talking.
My daughters be like,
her hands are
like,
hot.
that's your sister.
Okay, I want to tell you something else too that I noticed. I only did 2 on the phone. I did 1 on the phone one time on a Saturday, but I wasn't feeling well last week. Thanksgiving Day, I got sick because I did it to myself. I know what I ate the day before and what I drank, and it just wasn't mixing very well. So I got really sick, nauseous, right? Jay said, Diane called Gordana. You called Gordana? I said, no, but I'm gonna call her. So I called her. This is Thanksgiving Day. In the morning, I was really nauseous, like I was gonna throw up. So she said, you have any milk? I don't drink milk. Well, okay, then don't worry about that. I have some oat milk. She said, no, don't drink that. You need some whole milk. I said, I don't drink no whole milk. You got yogurt? No, I don't have any yogurt. Okay, get the phone. Put the phone on your stomach. Go lay down and put the phone on your stomach. I said, okay. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this phone thing. And Jay said, okay, Diane, you better do it. I said, I'm gonna get the phone. And I'm laying here, and the phone is on my stomach, and 15 minutes. How you feel? I said, I'll feel a little better. Okay, go get some yogurt and drink some brandy. You'll be good and enjoy yourself. I'm like, what? I said, what? But in the meantime, seriously, and go enjoy your day with your family. But I called Jay in the 15-minute interim. I called Jay. I said, Jay, you got to come in here and feel this phone. My phone was hot. The phone was literally, am I right?
Yes, you are.
The phone was so hot. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to say anything because I just laid it on my stomach. Mm-hmm. So we stopped at Wawa and I got some yogurt. I ate the yogurt. She said, you'll be fine. By the time we got over the bridge, the Delaware Memorial Bridge, I was fine. Everything just like, it just went away. And I had to make myself throw up. I was really sick. I was nauseous. And I said, let me call Gordana and see what she can do. Put the phone on your stomach and you'll be fine. Drink a little brandy, it'll be good for you, and go enjoy yourself. That's what she told me. I was like, okay.
No say this, the doctor will give the patient the
The doctor don't give you brandy. The doctor don't give you brandy. They don't feed you.
brandy, don't give coffee, don't give
no coffee, don't give no food, don't get nothing. They don't get nothing. But I just had to say that.
Yeah.
I just had to say that.
Can I say something? Me and Diane, we've been knowing each other since our kids were in 2nd grade.
Yes.
We don't speak that often.
Right.
She called me yesterday and asked me to come today.
Yeah.
I want to talk on the divine.
Excuse me,
side.
I sent you the text before. Yeah, I sent it to you when you sent it to me, Crystal. Right, she
If I
just
don't
saw
look
it.
at my phone,
Right.
text message, I don't see it. So
Right.
she called me yesterday and she told me, come on over.
Gotta come on.
You gotta come over. She said the first person I thought about was you.
Crystal, can you turn that TV
Yeah,
down?
to talk about the divine part of this, what she's talking about. I'm very familiar with the laying on hands and calling.
Right.
Because when she lays a hand on you,
Right.
and she begins to cough, she's actually taking it from you, and it's coming out.
Correct. She feels.
That's right.
For
That's
sure.
true.
I understand that. I have been treating my own self holistically because I refuse to take this medicine that these doctors are telling me that I need to take. So it's not a coincidence that I'm here today.
I know that's right.
And I believe that everybody that God gives a gift to, we cannot explain it. It is a mystery. It's up to you to believe it. It's up to you to receive it. It's just like the word of God. If you don't believe it, then you won't receive it.
That's right.
So every little thing that she's doing is coming from the master. He needs bodies. He cannot just, he can if he wanted to, throw out a blessing. But he needs the people to be able to be willing vessels to go out here and people that are set apart from this world and to heal.
Absolutely.
Because everybody is not in the business of healing. My brother has, this
I
is
wish he
his
was here.
second kidney transplant he's waiting to get. And I remember when he, in 2000, the doctor told my mother he got a 50-50 chance of making it through the night. When he pulls through the night, then this doctor comes in the room. And he's telling him, well, we want to do this and we want to do this. And my brother says, well, what about God? He says, do you believe in God or can we pray? He tells him, I don't believe in God. I believe in scientific fact. Excuse my language. My brother said, you can take your scientific fact ass and get out my room because you're not treating me.
Correct.
That's been 25 years. And he's still here. All because of one woman that was an intern, and she seen my brother, and she was the only black person that was in this group of doctors, and she said, let me try. Just one time, just let me talk to him. She went in and talked to my brother, and how she connected to him. Her brother's name was Vernon, and he was on drugs. My brother's name was Vernon, and my brother was on drugs, and it ruined his kidneys. To this day, getting a transplant. But every medical thing that's supposed to be wrong with him, it is not. They can't find anything, and the kidney's been in his body for 15 years, and they don't last that.
No, they do not. My mom has and that's why I try to get my mom to come because she got her kidney transplant. And you know, they get you piped up on all these medicines and then she start losing hair and everything. So these are, actually that's why I want to, everybody that I come in contact with, I talk about it.
Me too.
I can't help it. I was like, I tell them, they be like, why you look so happy today? I'm like, I'm blessed, I guess. Like, you know,
We are blessed.
I get so many compliments on my skin, so many compliments on
Me too.
my aura now. They be like, you look like you're glowing. And I'm like, really? I really want people to connect.
Well, I'm drained.
Yeah. Yes.
I have carried so many people on my shoulder. I am completely drained. But my spirit won't ever give up. So I'm here today. I need to be revitalized.
Yes.
Because I got a lot of things that I want to do for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
I have to. I
Yes.
cannot stop. And I'm not going to stop. But right now, I'm just tired. And the symptoms are telling me that I have arthritis. The symptoms are telling me that I have kidney problems. That the devil is a liar. I have nothing. But I need to get connected with people that really are about what God, his mission was for all of us.
Sure.
So I'm
If
here
people do
today
not
for that.
believe in God, you know, like I said, we have some people have a lot of different beliefs. I have Muslim friends. I have everything, you know, every type of different.
Religion is not important by
It's-
God,
yeah,
and
it's
color
not.
is not important.
That's what she says all the time.
What'd you say?
She said,
Color and religion is never important for God. They
yeah,
want
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
They started for one people, not for black, religion, Muslim. or No, that is everything is fake. People but think.
What you want to say, Frida? Because you were trying to say something. Take your time.
I had a stroke.
Your leg
Yeah.
and your arm was affected by the stroke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a stroke. Crystal as my oldest child. Crystal.
Bless you, Crystal.
Bless you, Crystal.
Crystal is our oldest child. I have one, Nanny, and Sophia.
Right. So what you need?
You'll be good. Not think too much.
Don't think too much.
Not think too much.
Right.
Believe in God, pray, and you'll be fine.
Now I can tell you that Chris, can you tell him about your uncle and when we go down to see him?
Oh. My uncle had a stroke too. He had a stroke and we went to go see him. I was telling my family about Gordana as well. And my uncle hasn't moved his his hand. It stays in the fist. So Gordana opened it up and obviously he can feel, the pain because the muscle hasn't been moved in a while, you know what I mean? But from what I can see, I can tell it was kind of relieving. You know what I mean?
It was kind of what?
Relieving.
Relieving.
Yeah, like it hurts, but it's still like relieving because we just sit in the chair and you're not moving the muscle and and your hand is just staying in that same position. But what she's trying to basically display is that for people that think that some type of magic is going in, the magic, whatever you want to call it, is really in you because you ain't doing it. You know what I mean? So when you finally start doing whatever the issue is, it may look like magic to you because you haven't done it in so long and now you're seeing this muscle move or whatever, or you walking, whatever the case may be. But basically he wanted to walk. She told him she can get him to walk. It's not more so her getting you to walk. It's really you getting yourself to walk. And she's pushing you, but she also has that gift to heal the body. You know what I mean? So it was a shock to him to see the muscles moving, you know what I mean? And again, like I said, I could see that he was relieved from it. Again, I can't force nobody to come, anything like that. Like she said to him, it's his choice. If he wants to, then he can. I offered and said I would take him to her every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because shoot, I want to see you walk too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I know what he was doing before that. He was working, you know what I mean? He's a chef, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he would want to get back to that, you know what I mean? So I wanted to see that all happen. But I watch her do a lot of different things. Even with myself, I didn't more so doubt her. It was all, the experience was new. And I grew up in church. We all taught certain things, you know what I mean, in church, to not believe in this. And, the church wants you to believe in their way and their way only. So,
his family is heavy in church.
Yeah,
they're really heavy in church. So, but when we try to tell them
But
about
church, what the church talk, that is important. What say this? What church believe? Because every church is different. Every church is different. You go pray for God and don't listen to what he told.
Yeah, you definitely gotta believe in God. That's for sure.
Important.
But that's where I left it at. I left it in. I left all of this in God's hands. My whole journey, I left it in God's hands. Some of my family members didn't agree with what I was doing, and but after 4 months of working with her, with my injury, I was back playing basketball. So
nobody can explain it.
Like you were saying, it reminds me of the man at the pool.
Yeah. Get up and walk.
He said, everybody keeps passing me, I can't get into the pool.
Right.
But really, it was his faith. It was, you
Yeah.
gotta get up.
right.
You gotta get
That
up.
part.
That's right.
I'm
That
gonna
part.
give you these blessings. I'm gonna give you
What it is that you
ask for.
desire.
You have to
You gotta want it.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up. It was him, like you said.
Right. But I feel like if but everybody that goes to church and be saved believe in healings and stuff like that and stuff at church. Like I can't speak for everybody at church. I don't know what type of healings everybody believe in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if Jesus was to come down here I don't think nobody will really recognize him because the things that he will be doing, it will look like witchcraft. It'll look like, oh, you know, this person is into something. You won't even be able to, and that's the problem that they probably had with him back then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was.
Because
it was a problem.
he was doing miracles to where it's like, who is this man? And you know, we gotta.
Ordinary man.
Yeah.
He was a rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeshua was a rebel, okay? And he came off as, look, this is what you're gonna do. You're either gonna do it. It's your choice. That's what she said. It's your choice. You gonna do it?
Yeah, but God gave
Choice.
chance.
Yeah.
Your choice. If you won't be good or you go sick. Some people say, oh, he died. Why die? Because he no won't help it. Some people that help him and died because no belief.
They didn't believe him.
Yeah, same I always tell for one history about one guy believed in God, and in the village come water, rain too much and water.
Oh,
And now everybody living from the house because everybody can die from the water. And
there
people
was a
say,
flood.
come with us. Say no, God can save me. And everybody can leave, come back with the boat. Say come, is second boat, come with me. Say no, God can save me. He go in the 3rd floor. And there a boat come and say, come, that is last. It's no more, everybody leave. Say, okay, no problem, God can save me. Everybody leave, he die. They say, God, I'm believing you. I'm die. I'm sending you 3 times boat. You no want. That is your choice. I gave you chance. And you will need to make choice. You won't be better, or you won't die, or be sick in the land.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm explaining for everybody. People don't understand. Skeptic, no belief. Some people believe if I'm not say Jesus, why I'm not say Jesus? If I'm say God of Jesus, that is same.
Yeah.
It's no different.
No difference.
No.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And if I'm not tripping, exactly 8
What he
people
said?
made it on Noah's Ark.
Who? Jesus.
Jesus
Yeshua.
is about reality.
He was around.
He was
Yeah.
not about religion.
No, he was
And
not.
these people in
And
these
that's the
churches
problem,
are
yeah.
traditions of man. They're not doing what God calls them.
Right.
It's their belief. Whatever they want to believe, it's their choice. We all try to save our family members. I'm about to work myself to death trying to save my family. But there's a time in life when you got to step aside and let the chips fall where they may. And
Can't do it no more.
Say those, 8 people made it on that ark. Only 8 people made it on Noah's Ark. Only 8. And how many people did he tell that the storm was coming or the flood was coming? You know what I mean? So only 8 people made it on, and some animals. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes, like I tell her all the time, I feel like I'm wasting my breath. I feel like I'm talking to brick walls, and
No, but you just gotta
it
keep
hurts.
doing
You
it.
know what I mean? But
You just gotta keep talking. You have to keep talking because somebody is gonna hear you. Someone's gonna really hear and listen. So if you get 10 people that you talk to and only 1
But
or
that
2
is
people
same,
out
same Jesus,
Same thing.
apostle, how go and talk. So people no start to believe. Jesus start alone. After everybody started believe and talk.
Right.
But other people and help everybody. That is same.
the 12
People
disciples
don't
to
talk
go out
like
and
that
talk.
now.
disciples, they were so anointed, they was walking as they shadows was healing people. So he
Right.
does give
Yeah, they
that
was healing
gift
people
and
too.
healing. So this generation and a lot of the people that's in my generation and behind us, they're going on. So you got a whole new generation of people that's coming in. They don't know if they're coming to go.
Right.
They don't know if tomorrow is today or today's gonna be tomorrow.
That's true.
So what I tell them, don't worry about tomorrow because they got enough problems in today.
That's right.
But it's all about reality, never about religion. And your reality to yourself is, do you want to be the best version of yourself? Do you want to practice what you believe? Are you going to believe what God says? Are you going to believe what the noise is telling you around you?
Okay.
yeah.
So, Frida. Henry.
Henry?
Oh.
Huh? What? You want him to talk
Explain
about
for
his?
him.
Oh.
Well,
Straight up.
You cold, Verdana, again?
Okay.
What's your energy? Go ahead. You about to do energy.
Diane and I got back together after 36 years of being apart.
Right.
Actually, I lived in this house 30-some years ago.
39.
39 years ago.
You know.
He was here 39 years ago. He did live in this house. He lived in this house with me. 39 years ago.
Wow.
Him.
We used to live here together.
Wow.
And at the time, I was young and dumb, and you know how the rest of that goes, right? Okay,
Remember? She can tell you the truth. We were all in this house.
That's right.
But anyway, when we reunited, we talked a lot and, you know, got to know each other, tried to know each other again. Still a lot more to learn about each other. But she told me about Gordana and I put it off for like so. Yeah, finally I said, okay, I'm gonna go. And when I came, I brought my sister with me. But my sister didn't get it because she didn't like the directness of being told. Because, you know, a lot of people nowadays, they like to hear the good bull. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to
The
reality,
truth.
truth.
She's very straightforward. She's just very raw.
But at the
People
time,
can't handle
with
that.
me, I understood from the beginning. As soon as I got there and talked to her, I knew. I just felt it within myself because I always felt I was different from anybody I ever met. Even as a child, I felt that. I always felt I was spiritually independent. You know, even though I used to go to church with my grandmother and all that stuff there, but I never felt nothing. You know, I never felt nothing. But when I got to Gordana, she was telling me things about me that I didn't realize myself until I got into, you know, coming to see her all the time. One thing, like my kidneys and my lungs and stuff, I used to be a big marijuana smoker and cigarette smoker back in the day. And, oh yeah. Yeah, I've been there, done that. But anyway, when I started taking her product, and I was coughing all the time. And every time I was coughing, a lot of phlegm was coming out. And I'm saying, why is all this coming out like this? And it went on for about a whole month. Every time I coughed, it started out green, yellow, and all this stuff, and finally cleared up.
Because she was doing energy and bringing it up.
Yes, it didn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, between the products that she gives you, the detox, and the energy that she gives you, the healing energy, it just brought everything out of me. And back in 2016, I had a torn rotator cuff in my right shoulder. And I never got surgery on it, but I did a little physical therapy and it was all right for a while. But then it started acting back up. And so she told me that. And I never told her that. She just told me what it was going on with me. And from there, with the healing she was giving me in this 911 cream, which is great. I mean, it's really good. And I started putting it on and like, I don't feel nothing in my shoulder, you know what I mean? And I also had some issues with prostate at one time. And from being with her and her healing, it's improved everything with me. And I got so much energy, and everybody told me I was younger. Like, I'm 71 years old. And I went to a family reunion Thanksgiving dinner, me and Diane, and everybody told me they couldn't believe that I looked so much younger, you know? And I was telling a couple of my cousins about what I was doing. I don't know whether they will or won't, but I'm going to talk to them again about it. But since I've been with Gordana, I've realized the reality of my life and what I've been missing. And she's what I've been missing. But she gave it to me straight with no strings attached or anything like that. And I just feel so much better and I got so much energy. And I got a couple grandkids and I'll hang them. They 5 and 6 and 7 years old. And I'll hang them, you know, because of the extra energy I have. And it's a good feeling.
Because you eat meat now.
Oh yeah, and another thing. I stopped eating pork in 1972.
Okay.
Before Diane. And I also stopped eating red meat in 1979 before Diane. And I felt I would never do that again. And so I stopped for all that period of time, and then when I came to her house, she gave me some beef. Well, first thing was lamb. I had never had lamb in my life. But I ate it and I thought I'd be sick and all, but I was fine. I was really fine. It was protein that I needed. She told me in the beginning I needed more protein because I wasn't eating none of that type of stuff. All I was eating was chicken, fish, and turkey, and lots of veggies, but it wasn't enough to give me the protein I needed to keep me energized and stuff. And after she gave me that, and I ate that, and I was fine. And then she told me again she gave me something else, and I'm asking her what it was, and she said, "I'll tell you later." And when she did tell me, come to find out it was pork.
You're still alive. Huh?
You're still alive.
You're still alive.
That was still alive.
Yeah.
I haven't had pork in years either.
But I got to say that this is the best experience of my life. And I've been around and did a lot of things in my life. I mean, I should write a book, probably will eventually, about my life. But my life is so much better since I've been there. And I've only been there since September.
Yeah, September.
I feel great.
It's not better, it's great.
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 Yeah, it's not better, it's great.
It's so funny. I'm sorry. Don't finish.
Sorry. And also, from the torn rotator in my shoulder, I also had problems with my neck. And my hands, sometimes they shake uncontrollably. And since I've been seeing her, they've gotten much better. It's getting better every day. Yes, definitely been good and real. And that's what it's needed, the realness of it all.
Here is only belief, patient, and that's it. But need that you'll be healed.
No, say
Need belief.
here's no play games. Say it like that.
Say it like how? Say how she said it.
She be like, here we no games here.
here
No
is
games here.
No games. Games is
Everybody great.
Everybody's great.
Everybody great.
Everybody great and have a brain.
The thing with Gordana is she gives
no,
you 2
that
weeks
people
to see.
see.
The thing that Gordana does, she gives you 2 weeks to see proof of your improvement.
14 days, 15 days technically.
Yes, 2 weeks to see a full, but that's not to say that that's your end of your healing.
That's just the
to
beginning.
see the change in you.
Yes.
She actually told Miss Diane, she was like, when she first started coming, you're gonna find somebody. She was like, no, I'm not.
I'm not
Yeah.
interested in
She
dealing
was like,
with
no, I'm
nobody.
not. I don't want
Oh, you
help.
remember? Yes,
That's
right. Go ahead, tell that story.
And then, next thing you know, Mr. Henry came out of nowhere again. I was like,
No, die was personal telephone.
Uh-huh.
She called me, and I'm good. I'm saying okay, you's good. You think is good. So by me, we see how worden.
Yep.
And she come in by me, and after 2 days, I'm saying, Diane, I married you because I have a diploma for married people, and I can marry you. He said, oh no, 35 years. No, I'm not want nobody. I'm alone. No.
That's what I said.
After 2 weeks, la. Happened now. Ah, somebody comment.
I wasn't expecting this at all.
So because y'all met at the wrong time, right?
That part,
Exactly.
that
And
part.
now this was the right time that we came back around full circle.
Beautiful love
That's
story.
right. It's awesome. Yeah, that's
And we
true.
both been
I
through 2
remember your
marriages
favorite
together.
song back then.
I've been married twice and both my wives passed away.
Wow. You
You
remember?
know,
She no pass away.
This is the third time.
Look at-
Both of my husbands.
third time is the charm.
Third time is a charm.
And both of mine.
You know,
Transition to which song? Which one?
giving me everything
Give
I
it
miss at home.
everything I miss at home. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
subliminal.
that's awesome. Yeah. So next, as we proceed.
You want to start giving energy?
So we're gonna she offers energy. She'll take you into the room. She'll tell you what you need to hear, and then you go forward from there. And this is where we stop. That's it. We can only tell you our testimony, and then this is your journey begins.
I know you do. You do it. I know you do it too.
Oh, did I tell you? Crystal has another friend, and her husband started coming.
Oh yeah,
Nicole.
Yes.
Nicole and her husband is in a wheelchair.
Vincent.
Vincent is in a wheelchair, and the first day I seen him pull up, I was like, let me stay because of the language barrier. So then when he came for something completely different.